Hi and welcome to episode 15 of season 5 of A Brief History of Nothing on the 7th of May 2017. And what happened on this day?
Well, in 1429, the English siege of Orleans was broken by Joan of Arc and her French army. Beethoven's Ninth Symphony premieres in Vienna. Missed it.
So
that was in 1824.
Looking forward to that.
Yes. In 1888, George Eastman, of Kodak fame, patents the box camera. Yeah.
No, that never caught on.
No, it wouldn't catch on.
It wouldn't catch on at all.
Nope. And in 1946, the Tokyo Telecommunications Engineering was founded. We call it Sony today. Okay?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they came out with a radio and a crappy rice cooker.
Yes. And really, you probably would have been better off listening to the rice cooker than the radio, and maybe putting your rice on top of the radio.
Yes.
Just saying. But things improved.
Yes, things improved. We have this thing called the PlayStation now.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Anyway, we would like to introduce the newest member of our cast.
Yes, this is George.
George
is was built in February 1984. Okay, let me think about. I'll let you think about why we called it George. Is an XJ750R Yamaha. Now, George, we've decided to do up a bike for historic drag racing, and being as George is old enough to enter, he was a barn find. We got it out from under a man's house. We paid $200 Australian for him, and seems pretty much all there. We fired him up earlier today for the first time in a very long time, and he spat smoke and farted and coughed, but he did come into life, so that's all. You'll see that later on in the video.
Yes, didn't it backfire at one point?
Yes, it did backfire a couple of times. But yes, so the 750R was produced between late 83 and through 84. For some reason, Yamaha decided that they stopped making the Seeker model, and they produced the R, which was the Seeker model without the word Seeker on it. That's brilliant. Yeah, these things, pretty heavy bus for its day. Not frighteningly quick. You only had 70 brake horsepower to play with, 244 kilos of bike with which to push. So the gun version of these was the Maxim. So instead of having the 2 valves per cylinder that the Seeker and the RJ and RH had, the Maxim had 5 valves per cylinder, produced another 16 brake horsepower. The figures quoted for the Maxim is 12.8 seconds for the standing quarter mile, terminal speed just around the 170 k's an hour. Right, so that's enough about George. So as we go through and rebuild him, because I don't know if you can tell on this camera, but he is filthy.
Yes.
It's had some years of neglect. It was obviously looked after once, but it's been sitting around idle for a very long time, so he's going to have to be not necessarily rebuilt, but certainly pulled apart and cleaned, new carburetors kitted and various things. So as we go through and do that, and when we finally get it ready for racing with the sponsorship decals on, we'll make further videos.
Yes, and we will buy shares in whomever we get the degrees from, because they'll probably...
Yes, the amount of degrees we will need, we will probably bump their share price up. Yes. Alright.
Okay. Now, who got born? We'll find out who got born on this day.
Who got born on this day? Chap you might have heard of, Brahms. Johannes Brahms.
Yeah,
wrote a couple of catchy tunes.
Oh, right, back in the day.
Back in the day. He was born in 1833.
Yes. You've also heard of another bloke called Tchaikovsky?
Yes. Oh, Illich. Yeah.
Illich Tchaikovsky.
He was born, 7 years later. He got a late start.
I know, yeah.
Now, for those who like a good Western...
Which is not me.
Gary Cooper was born on this day in 1901. Now, instantly speaking,
Instantly speaking, yes, 1909. You may not have heard of the name Edwin Land, but you may have heard of the thing he started, Polaroid. Yeah, 1909 he was born. 1922, Darren McGavin, actor.
Yeah. Yes, probably. I don't know how many of you are fans of Kolchak, Night Stalker, but yes, that was one of his big claims to fame. And a lady, I think I can only remember one hit. She may have had more. Thelma Houston was born on this day in 1946. Well, that's us for another episode. See you on the dark side.
We have cookies. So does George. George had cookies too.